It's been around a month since the whole tariff fiasco, and you can see here on April the 2nd, we were at 5.6 thousand, and we dropped all the way to 5.4 thousand, and we've kind of recovered, and we're pretty much back up to flat based on everything that's been going on. So what I wanted to do in this video is walk you through how much money I made throughout the month of April in terms of option premium generated and also passive income through dividends. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and all I ask for in return is that you smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. So we've got the activity statement here, April 1st to May 2nd, trying to really cover that whole tariff period in terms of how we can still bring in income throughout this overall journey. So what we're going to do first, we're going to go with the dividends first because that's the quickest, the easiest, and it just kind of flows in. Now, YIELDMAX stocks have been absolutely hammered, but despite being hammered, I'm still making over $2,000 a month. So officially 2.1K pre-tax, obviously, in terms of coming into the portfolio. And again, we do have some Nike in there and some shares. As you guys know, I kind of love Nike and also Nvidia as well. But the bulk of it, again, is coming from CONY and tsly and ULTY as well, also adding in some of that makeup there. So again, kind of people that have been following my channel for a while will kind of know that I wanted to purchase more, but I think with everything that's happening and what's happening to these funds, I'm quite happy just to milk it for what it's worth in terms of if I can get that money back and then anything I make on top of that is all a positive. So I would rather concentrate my purchases in buying more stock that I think is going to appreciate in the future of the ones that have hammered, because the S&P 500 may have recovered pretty much to where it was, but there's a lot of stocks out there that haven't fully recovered and really shouldn't have dropped as much as it have as part of this whole tariff situation. So again, we'll look at that. I'll do a separate video in terms of stocks that I'm buying. If you guys are interested in that, please comment down below. But now let's crack on into the trades I made from a dividend perspective. Actually, what I meant is from a options perspective. So if we have a look at this, we've got some IWM stuff in there. I've got some challenges with IWM at the moment. Got a really bad inverted strangle. And again, if you guys want me to do a separate video on that and how I'm doing to manage these positions, again, just kind of comment down below and we can have a look at some of those good things on there as well. Selling some Nike puts in there that I've still got this 71 Nike's trading around $58, $60. So again, rolling those ones for little bits of net credit every time we go in. I've been enjoying life on Palantir. As you know, Palantir has been absolutely skyrocketing, making new highs post this tariff fiasco, and it's the easiest thing to sell puts on Palantir at the moment. They do have earnings coming up, so again, I'm going to probably look to close down some of the positions that I do have and just let those kind of expire worthless. Riot as well, again, I've been absolutely hammered on Riot. You know, it was up at the 14s or 15s. It's now dropped all the way down to 7. It's not had a bad run. It's sitting at 880, I think it is. And did I get filled on? It doesn't look like I got filled. Yeah, I did get filled on my 10.5 core at 21 contracts. So again, another, you know, whatever it is, because it's a roll. I think it's about $60, $70 again that I'm picking up for doing nothing. So again, it's just making some change there from those. And then we got Tesla. So I've got two inverted Tesla strangles as well that I'm managing, and the earnings outcome and with Tesla's boom up has really helped me actually. It's kind of in the middle of my inverted strangle, so that's working pretty well for me at this current point in time. So we can see here that the total proceeds, and again I'll go back so you guys can kind of see that it is here of that proceeds column there is I netted out $703 in terms of income coming through the door of trading options. So if we go back to the dividends and we look at the 2.19 plus the 703, $2,900-ish dollars. So just under $3,000 in terms of passive income throughout this last month, despite the issues and challenges that have been there. And if you guys want to understand, I've got a lot of content on options on my channel in terms of what I do, how I do things. But again, if there's anything in particular you want to look at, you know, in terms of my inverted strangles, my 1-1-1 trading strategy, my classic strangle strategy, all of these things and how I put these trades on and how I manage them to continue to get income coming through the door. 703 is not the biggest in the world, but you got to remember, you know, it's a tough market out there. Again, I am on margin, so I was nowhere near a margin call, but again, it's just, you know, mentally I'm not placing more and more trades, which I should have been doing on a lot of these trades. Because again, if I just open up Tasty, for example, and again, we look at something like, and look at something like Apple, right? And if we go into their chart, look at this, right? This here was the implied volatility of the IV rank of Apple. Again, you go to any stock, you go to Amazon, you've got the same thing up here. It's one of the highs in the last 12 months. Let's have a look at, even if you look at Palantir, I think you're still going to probably see it. Again, look at that there. This is when we could have made it. Again, it all corresponds with around where the low is and where the bottom is. But at that point in time, you have to have the guts and the balls to be able to keep doing puts in there. And even, you know, I've got a six-figure account, and I've been doing this for a number of years now. It's still in the moment. It's like I should have done it. But again, you look on the backside of this, you know, Palantir pretty much making back to normal highs where it was. Why didn't I sell puts here? I would have made a lot of money. And this is what I'm saying is implied volatility is such a big thing. And I want to talk about more and more about implied volatility in terms of trades and all these kind of good things. So again, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, I just wanted to keep it short to say, look, we are still making money. We're making a decent amount of money, again, which is reinvested back into the portfolio to go buy more shares and to go buy more stock. And this is what I want to get to in this is kind of build, trade on the income or trade premium, get the dividends, get the income for share appreciation, which allows me to borrow money in terms of withdrawing money out to go fund my lifestyle. So that's the goal. That's where I want to work towards. I'm not quite there yet, but hopefully you guys are along with the journey with me. And if you want to know more about options trading, where majority of the bulk of this income comes from, comment down below. Let me know what you want to see, and I shall see you guys in the next video.